With her peroxide blonde hair, chilly red lipstick and instinctive aversion to obedience, Jenny Eclair has never been one to conform. And this morning is no different. She sighs loudly from the unruly-looking study of her southeast London home as she deftly steers her PR minder away from our Zoom conversation. I'm 64F***ing years old, you know. You don't need to keep an eye on me, she suggests. You've probably got much better things to do with your time. The middle daughter of a British Army major, born during a posting in Kuala Lumpur in 1960, Jenny Hargraves has never been one to mince her words. It feels like somebody's eavesdropping and I find that really distracting, the former Loose Women panelist continues. I can't be doing with it. It's like nobody trusts me. Presumably, they have her best interests at heart, as evidenced shortly afterwards when Eclair, as she has been known since her teens, goes off on a highly unflattering rant about Ricky Gervais, containing several four-letter words. But then, one suspects, it wouldn't make much difference anyway, given the grumpy old women star's militant, and brilliantly entertaining, outspokenness. It's hard to miss both in person and in the pages of her new memoir, Jokes, 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 published earlier this month ahead of a major UK tour in the new year. Growing up in Lancashire's Lytham St Anne's, her predatory teenage years were punctuated with an almost feral promiscuity, graphically chronicled in her acerbic memoir, which only snowballed when she scraped onto a drama degree at what was then Manchester Polytechnic. I had an incredibly reckless streak, she admits of her hedonistic undergraduate years in the early 1980s, where she admits her bedpost's capacity for further notches was pushed to breaking point. Conquests, including a dalliance with future Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction star Tim Roth, were as common as the city's rain, but not always for romantic reasons. I just slept with people because, genuinely, I didn't know how to get home, she admits today. We didn't have mobile phones then and you couldn't get an Uber. There might be a payphone in a shared house, but often you didn't know the address of where you were. Were you in Didsbury? Were you in Fallowfield? It was just easier to spend the night in a guy's bed. And I know this was insane, but I used to hitchhike around Manchester when the Yorkshire Ripper was on the prowl. I was incredibly lucky. Thankfully relatively unbruised by her sexual misadventures, an early 20-something Eclair next recounts her attempts to control her diet. Terrified of failing to realize her lifelong acting ambitions and upset by insensitive comments about her weight, she admits today, I had a lack of control over my future, and I think I actually wanted to be too ill to grow up, so consequently I developed anorexia. I wanted to be poorly on the sofa and to be looked after as I just wasn't ready for the responsibilities of having to leave home, although obviously there was a part of me that just wanted to be thinner as well.